What a beautiful day in downtown Nashville, Middle Tennessee. Welcome into Mornings on Main Street. I'm Chris Yao, and glad to have you guys with us. Justin Kulik back in the control room, making sure that we are taking care of you guys all morning. We have such a great show coming up. We're going to talk about the Wilson County Fair, also the Tennessee State Fair. It's Happy Fair Day to you, and so glad that the fair is here. It is my favorite time of year. Looking very much forward to it. So, Justin, tell us, high school football starts tonight across the mid-state. The fair in Wilson County starts tonight. What is the weather going to be like today?
Thank you for asking. Hello, everybody. I am your weatherman, and today, it feels, or right now it's 78, feels like 82. It's going to be a really nice night. There's little to no precipitation in the forecast. Precipitation, you like that? I could have said rain, but I didn't. It's going to be about 71 this evening, so it's going to be awesome for the kickoff of high school football. And the weather today is brought to you by Roy Meat Service. You can visit him at roymeatservice.com. roymeatservice.com, no S on the end of that. Roy Meat Service is an absolutely wonderful place to grab a bite to eat or drink downtown Nashville. It's fantastic staff. You can even get some meat there, bring it home with you, and throw it on the grill. But yeah, that's your weather today, and go down to Roy Meat Service.
Ese Fernando
Quesadillas.
Looking forward to, in Spanish, the double L, we're always taught because, Western culture is eye, but like in South America, they pronounce it eje, like a J sound.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, see, I dated this girl whose mother was Colombian, and she told me that, and yes, and she told me, and so now every time I see the double L, I'm like, I say it as a J sound just to sound, sophisticated.
It works. It does sound pretty sophisticated. So
quesadilla.
Right, tortilla. Oh wait,
tortilla.
That works there. Tortilla.
Tortilla. That means you're from Tennessee.
Right, exactly.
That's what that means.
Cat Williams.
Yes.
He talks about when he was the best speller ever until they started putting words in there that shouldn't be. That's correct. So he spelled knife. All right. No.
And I sounded it out like I have been instructed to do.
N-I-F-E, knife. There's a K. No, there's not.
It's silent. We'll get that quiet out of here. No, we say that quite a bit. Yeah, that's a great bit. I'm a big stand-up comedian fan. How about you? You like?
Me too, man.
Comics? Huge stand-up comedian fan. Of all time, it's Richard Pryor, but
really?
right now, probably Middle Tennessee native Nate Bargatze.
I swear, man, he's so funny. His delivery,
he is hilarious, and so is his. It's ironic. So is his dad. Like his dad, who works at CWSAA, is also very, very funny.
Right.
So it's nice. And then I listened to Two Bears, One Cave podcast with Bert,
right,
the animal or whatever. Or,
right, the Zanies guy.
No, he's he's the one who got kidnapped by the Russian mob. You've not heard this story?
A$AP Rocky?
Okay, he does his Netflix special like completely shirtless, but he's hilarious. He is.
Oh yeah. He's not bigger, but he's just like.
Yeah, he's like a big guy. Like He
drinks that Kool-Aid.
He's hilarious, and I listen to this podcast all the time. So yeah, that's big stand-up comedian guy. I've seen Killer Bees here in town a few times.
We had him on a podcast.
Yeah, Killer Bees is cool. He's from Mobile and
nice.
Down in Alabama. So
represent.
I booked him a show once.
Nice.
Yeah, it was very random. Like I just happened to know a venue, and he was doing a test run before he did his actual tour. And he was like, "I'm looking for small venues that hold about 50 people." And I was like, "I got you." So
a venue I've just been talking about.
He played at Lee's Country Restaurant in Summerton, Alabama once.
Chris Yao, the party promoter.
Yeah, I was big promoter. We sold out. So there you go.
I saw a documentary recently on Puff Daddy. So that kind of correlates.
That's old school. Puff Daddy.
He's
had like 17 names since then.
He said his favorite one was Puff though. So
just Puff.
Puff Daddy. I'm assuming when you say his whole name, he'd like Puff Daddy, but he'll probably go Puff for short.
Yeah, I think that's Puffy. No, not Puffy. It's not for me. I would not want to be named that.
How would you?
I've had some weird nicknames, man.
Really? Like what? Ooh, like
most people are just Yowza or, a lot of Yao Ming and Yo-Yo. Sometimes it's just kind of dumb stuff.
I'm assuming Yo-Yo was probably early on in your nickname.
Yeah, it's probably right. And then do you know the guy from Bless Your Rank on Facebook? Matt Mitchell. He's big guy. He ranks different like stuff across the internet. Anyway, I
love ranking stuff though.
Yeah, well,
Watch Mojo.
He worked for, it's a Southern thing, and he does. Anyway, he was my childhood best friend, and he came in. I was wearing my hat backwards in the school, and our school was like this tin, like it looked like a Dollar General. Okay, it was built like a Dollar General, and so
they're sturdy.
Well, and I was wearing my hat backwards in the cafeteria after school. He comes by, flips it off, and I always wore Converse All-Stars. And so he says, "No hats in the trailer, Chuck Taylor." And It stuck. So I was Chuck Taylor for about a year and a half.
That's not a bad one, though.
No, it's a good one. I'll take that.
That's solid.
But, yeah, my granddad sold Converse shoes at his sporting goods store, and so that's all I wore because they were free.
That's awesome, though. I mean, they were fly. I mean, they still are.
No, different. These were not the cool Chuck Taylors. These were the basketball team shoe Chuck Taylors that were just, they weren't the same.
The like Mike ones?
They're very much like Mike. Yes.
I had a Kool-Aid cowlick. So I have a cowlick right here.
Okay.
It makes my hair go up. So as a kid, I would spike it when it was short.
Yes. Makes sense.
Just
good
convenience.
Call.
Thank you. Appreciate it. But they call me cowlick because Koolick.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
That one stuck for a while.
It's unfortunate that you had something that also correlated with your name.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, I got Kool-Aid. Didn't know how to feel about that one, but
you should just walked in every room and be like, "Bam!"
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Every room. That's exactly what I
don't even know who you are. Like,
that's exactly
how would we get this?
Oh man, that's great. We have devolved so much here on this Thursday edition, but it is Thursday, August 18th, and we are glad to have you guys with us. We are going to take our first break of the day. When we come back, we have our top 3 stories of the day, and there are 3 good ones, so make sure to stick around here on Mornings on Main Street. This is Main Street Media Television. We'll be back after this.
This is Eric Berner with Rockcastle Wealth Advisors. I help people in the pursuit of making their money live as long as they do. People hire me because I use a customized, individualized, and personal approach for the person I'm working with. Everyone's situation is different. If you've lost a spouse or a parent and want to make sure your inheritance is utilized and does not just disappear, I can help with that. Call me at 615-235-1058 or email eric@rockcastlewealth.com.
Hi, this is Melissa Hoisington, Regional Crisis Director from Volunteer Behavioral Health. Disasters can affect everything in your life, including your emotional health. Help is available during these uncertain times. The Tennessee Recovery Project is a free, supportive resource for adults and children who have experienced the effects of natural or human-caused disasters. Specialists are available for counseling by phone or in person. For free, confidential service, please call 833-954-2424. The hotline is open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Move forward with the help from the Tennessee Recovery Project.
Do you love bacon? I mean, do you really love bacon? Who doesn't, right? The third annual Murfreesboro Bacon Fest is coming up Saturday, September 10th. Admission and parking are free. The Bacon Festival will feature live music, food, and craft vendors. And did I say bacon? You can ride a mechanical hog ride, visit the Kids Zone with free inflatables. There will also be hourly raffles with great prizes and an opportunity to purchase Bacon Festival merchandise. And did I say bacon? Yeah, there will even be a bacon eating contest. Visit the third annual Murfreesboro Bacon Festival Facebook page for all the details.
When you're thinking about golf, consider Riverside Golf Links. Under new ownership, the course has improved dramatically. It's now 27 holes, complemented by a 9-hole executive course. Book a tee time now at 615-847-5074 and get ready to enjoy the beauty of golf in the Old Hickory area at Riverside Golf Links.
Welcome to the Omni Nashville Hotel. Urban elegance with a vintage touch. Our 800-room hotel opened up in the fall of 2013 with 746 guest rooms and 54 suites.
Dustin Timmons and Joey Donnelly, they welcome every opportunity to serve and satisfy their clients. Whether you are looking to build your dream home or renovate your current home, their team will ensure that every client and remodel is unique, luxurious, completed on time, and within budget. Contact them today to set an appointment for a free consultation or to view some of their completed projects by logging on to DonnellyTimmons.com.
Justin, this music is something.
There we go. Hey. It was supposed to drop like 4 years ago.
I was like, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I didn't know.
Yeah, that was actually me singing that beat.
I was very confused, but it's all right. We we'll get there. It is a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day across Middle Tennessee, and we have a lot going on. Obviously, it's fair day, and high school football starts tonight, so looking forward to all of that. But Justin, let's go ahead and just get right into it, and let's talk about today's top 3.
Let's do it.
Nashville Metro's Council has voted to prevent license plate reader data to be used for immigration enforcement. When Metro's 6-month license plate reader pilot program begins, data from the cameras will not be shared with federal authorities to help locate people who are known to be in the United States unlawfully. State law requires local law enforcement to cooperate with federal agencies to, quote, verify and report a person's immigration status. But data collected from those cameras can only be used if there is a reasonable suspicion that a crime has been committed. The new ordinance will bar LPR data from being used to help locate people whose immigration status is known. A measure to prohibit data from being used to enforce federal immigration laws passed the Metro Council in a vote of 32-1 on Tuesday. Councilmember Robert Swope opposed the bill. There is no announced timeline currently to have the system operational. State Republican leaders, including House Speaker Cameron Sexton, have criticized the measure, saying that Metro doesn't get to decide which state or federal laws they enforce. Lieutenant Governor Randy McNally agreed, saying failure to cooperate with federal law enforcement could create a sanctuary. And Tennessee has made it clear that there will be no sanctuary cities within the borders of our state, McNally said. If Nashville wants to implement a license plate reader program, it should be prepared to use it to enforce the law. The council approved a 6-month license plate reader pilot program after more than 1 year of debate in February, after Metro Police Chief John Drake and Nashville Department of Transportation Director Diana Alarcon assured the council that data would not be shared with U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement for immigration cases. Under the pilot program, License plate readers will be placed near streets in Nashville to capture images of every license plate that passes. Images can be stored for 10 days before being deleted and may only be accessed by law enforcement if there is a reasonable suspicion that a crime has occurred. License plate reader data cannot be used for general surveillance, and cameras may not be capable of facial recognition. So, Justin, this basically what this is saying is, look, if there's a crime in the area, we're going to look at data from these license plate readers in the immediate area in an event to see if we can locate the perpetrator. But people aren't going to be monitoring this thing all day, like, at least not in Nashville. Let's be honest, though. The federal government certainly has programs that can get into these things, right?
Right, yeah. I mean, there's got to be an algorithm or some sort.
There certainly is. But the city of Nashville, and particularly in criminal cases, these license plate readers are not allowed to be used in order to just randomly find someone. There must be a suspicion of a crime in order to use these. So that's all they're saying.
It's like a metaphor in layman's terms for anybody watching Batman. I think it's Dark Knight Rises when he makes it's the one with the Joker where he makes it to where he can see through everybody's, and Fox isn't cool with it.
Yep.
It's that scene. Horrible breakdown of that scene, but it's exactly that.
That's exactly what it is. You nailed it.
Thank you.
100%. Down here in Murray County, for the second time in 6 months, Murray Regional Medical Centers Board is looking to hire a chief executive officer after accepting the resignation of Davin Turner on Tuesday, August 16th. Houston Parks confirmed. Now, Main Street Murray learned Turner was placed on administrative leave in July prior to submitting his resignation. The reason for his leave has not been disclosed. Dr. Martin Cheney has been named interim CEO, a position he held following the retirement of Alan Watson until Turner was hired in February. Cheney has more than 24 years of clinical and management experience, 20 of which have been at Murray Regional Health. In addition to serving as interim CEO, he is responsible for the areas of a clinical quality, physician relations, and physician recruitment, as well as hospital medicine program in his role as chief medical officer. Cheney served in that role last year during that CEO search and did a fine job, Parks said. The board is totally future focused at this point. Turner came to Murray Regional after serving as president and chief medical officer at Mosaic Life Care Medical Center in St. Joseph, a 352-bed tertiary hospital in St. Joseph, Missouri. Parks said another national search for a CEO is unlikely, but the board is focused on finding the right fit at the right time. The biggest single job that the board has is putting the right person at the right time in the head of an organization. That's what our board is committed to. We will continue our discussion of the CEO role in September, he said. The likelihood is the board will not do a national search this time as we did last year. That was a long process. We looked at several candidates, but I don't anticipate that at this time. I was alerted in July of the leave, and unfortunately we've been unable to identify the reason for the leave. Just want to throw that out there. And we all know, Justin, we've talked about it. Today is Fair Day. Well, out in Wilson County, they've got a big project going on, and they've now added $2 million to their birthing barn project.
All right.
A new birthing barn will become part of the James A. Ward Ag Center in Lebanon after the Wilson County Commission approved allocating $2 million to the project at its monthly meeting this past Monday. The commission do what?
I was saying, throw me a milli.
I mean,
if we're just giving, no, I'm just kidding. This is good.
We're just
continue.
We're just tossing out, Yeah, sure. The commission approved the transfer of the money from the Capital Projects Fund to the Agriculture Fund for the Wilson County Agricultural Learning Center. The vote was 23-2, with Robert Fields and Lauren Breeze voting no. The birthing barn would be part of the Agriculture Learning Center staff and would allow people to see animals being born in a specially made building. The funds would not be released until a contract with Tim Edwards, representing the Ag Learning Center, has been signed and is subject to approval by the Ag Center management. Wilson County Mayor Randall Hutto said after the meeting that Edwards has raised approximately $2.5 million for the project, separate from the $2 million the commission has approved. It will be owned by Wilson County because it is an Ag Center land, Hutto said. Breeze said she was concerned about taking money from the Capital Projects Fund. The fund balance for capital projects is about $13 million, Breeze said. To be able to pass the pay raises, we have also put in a permanent $3 million transfer out of capital projects annually, which means that this fund will no longer grow like it has in the past. The projected revenue for this fund for the entire year is $228,000. Now, if you look at this resolution, as well as the two other resolutions we have to consider this evening, the total for all three, all coming out of the capital projects, is $2.7 million, which is 21% of the total fund balance out of capital projects that we will allocate. We are 6 weeks into the fiscal year, she said. Now, Wilson County Finance Director Aaron Maynard said the county has gotten used to reaching into the capital projects fund for expenses over the past few years. That might not be the case in the future, he said. I was asked if we could afford to do this out of the capital projects, and my answer was yes. It has not changed. We can afford to do it at this present time. Hutto said the Capital Projects Fund exists for emergency situations. To build a school or a jail, the county would issue a bond or even a capital outlay note. Maynard said last year we set a record in terms of what Ag Center has done, and I would like to think that that continues. However, I would feel a whole lot more comfortable if we had 2 or 3 years of that performance as opposed to 1. When we were in the middle of COVID, we had to set up transfers from the general fund to the Ag Center because the Ag Center could not rent things out. He said if the Ag Center's revenues went down, the county would be forced to fund the Ag Center from the general fund to keep it afloat. So what it appears is this building will take place. They're going to go ahead and build this. You can visit birthingbarn.org. You can kind of see a rendering there on your screen. And it's going to happen. I mean, the county has essentially matched the funding that they've raised locally. So that's great news for the Ag Center. I think this is going to be a unique learning experience for most people. Now, Justin, how do you feel about watching things being born?
I guess I just haven't really done enough of it as far as watching.
I don't know that I've ever seen,
but I don't think I like it.
I don't think I've seen firsthand an animal actually being born.
Yeah, I don't think I have either. And yeah, it's only been off like movies, which sounds weird to say, but
I've certainly seen it on television. I just
feel like I would kind of understand.
And look, I mean, I'm no city slicker by any means, but I'm also not like a farm boy either. So right. I'm not going to go out into the field and pull a calf out, of its mother and that sort of thing.
Right.
It's just,
I don't think the mother would like that.
I certainly wouldn't be very good at it. So
exactly. Like I don't run into that situation ever really. But
here's the thing. If you are interested in things like this, I mean, being able to see it, maybe you're in school and you're taking a field trip there, and it is unique. And Wilson County is pretty agricultural, or at least has been throughout the years. So,
right. Yeah. I mean, I start high school coming up soon, so maybe we'll go there. I don't know if I would ever do that leisurely, but I guess if I had a reason to go, it would be cool to see that.
Yeah.
Not
maybe.
dissonant,
No, absolutely not. I mean, we talked with Stephanie Nash, last week, and, agriculture is still a major part of this state's community and is a huge part of its economy. We have to, and I know yesterday we talked about non-farm jobs are, raising quite a bit, almost 300,000 non-farming jobs in the state of Tennessee this year alone. but it's still probably one of the biggest one of the biggest parts of the economy, if not the biggest part of the economy. Because again, you think about West Tennessee and many parts of East Tennessee, that agriculture is what drives the economy in this state. So,
Absolutely.
keeping that going is a positive for sure.
Yeah.
$2 million to the birthing barn from Wilson County's commission,
Good.
approved on Monday.
Good.
Justin, we've got again, we've got big show coming up. We've got Randall Clemens, who's going to come our way here momentarily and talk about the Wilson County Fair. That will be starting this evening. I think the gates open at 5, and they've got some great deals going on. So tonight's the night. Tonight, I think, is $1 ride night. So,
oh man,
like every ride is $1 except for like that big Euro slide or whatever.
What was your favorite ride?
My favorite fair ride is, I don't do a whole lot of fair rides, but
I do.
It's honestly probably the thing that like the little pendulum thing.
The Pharaoh thing.
It goes back and forth, and then boom, like you go upside down once or twice.
The Ring of Fire.
Sure.
Oh yeah, I guess it'd be different.
I have no idea.
That was always a sketchy one at the.
I will tell you my fair story on the other side of this next segment.
I would love nothing more.
It's a great story. It's it's one of the first things that my wife and I did when we started dating. So we went to the fair, and I'll tell you what happened.
Is it Ferris wheel? We'll save it.
No, it is not. So
it is not.
It is not. Randall Clemens is coming your way from the Wilson County Fair on Mornings on Main Street. This is Main Street Media Television. We'll be back after this.
At Sumner Funeral and Cremation, our mission is to serve families as our own, celebrate the life of their loved one, and help begin the healing process.
My whole family, including my wife and my mom and siblings, were very happy with the treatment that we received. I would highly recommend Sumner Funeral and Cremation.
We offer funeral, burial, cremations, and pre-planning services.
Sumner Funeral and Cremation. Traditional, affordable, dignified. SumnerFuneral.com.
This is attorney Bart Durham, and this is me. I'm Aaliyah. Keeping in good physical condition is really important to me. But when I had a wreck with a tractor trailer truck that hurt my legs so bad I couldn't work for almost a year, I knew I needed a lawyer that understood tractor trailer cases. So I called Bart. Bart gets millions of dollars for his clients every year.
At Bart Durham Injury Law, we've handled hundreds of tractor trailer cases.
My dad and I want to help. Give us a call at 615-242-9000.
Serving Williamson and surrounding counties, Bone and Joint Institute of Tennessee offers comprehensive orthopedic care with 16 subspecialized physicians. Our practice provides high-tech care with a hometown touch. We offer physician clinics, physical and occupational therapy, advanced imaging, and surgical services, including interventional procedures. Call us at 615-791-2630. We're Bone and Joint Institute of Tennessee. High-tech care with a hometown touch.
This is Eric Berner with Rockcastle Wealth Advisors. I help people in the pursuit of making their money live as long as they do. People hire me because I use a customized, individualized, personal approach for the person I'm working with. Everyone's situation is different. One area I can help with is if you are newly or nearly retired, or maybe have changed jobs and have an old 401k account. You may need more information to help you clearly understand your options. Call me at 615-235-1058 or email Eric at rockcastlewealth.com.
Jody Jones Dentistry can handle all your dental needs, from the basics to cosmetic procedures. All of this in the nicest dental facility I have ever seen. Jody has done it right. They're located conveniently at 55 Music Square East, and for an appointment, it's simple. Dial 615-259-5100 and tell them Plaz sent you.
I was looking for a major where I didn't have to do math or science. And when I took, so my sophomore year, I just took a ton of different classes trying to figure out something I liked, and one of them was Journalism 101. And it was like, well, this is great. You get to ask people questions and find out about them and then write about it. What could be better? So that's how I got into it.
Welcome back in. Mornings on Main Street here, coming to you live from Middle Tennessee. Glad to have you guys with us as you take a look at downtown Nashville, Bridgestone Arena there on the right-hand side of your screen. And it, you can kind of see the 5th and Broadway. You can't quite see the Ryman, but
Look, there we are, right there behind that building.
Oh yeah,
right by those mountains there.
We're way up there at the top. There's the MSMTV studios. Glad to have you guys with us as we are counting down until the Wilson County Fair and now the Tennessee State Fair is coming your way, starting tonight and runs through the 27th, I believe. Is that correct, Justin? I think it's the.
I'm going to say yes, but
I think it's the 27th. I'm pretty sure it's the 27th. It'll tell you in the video that we're going to show here in just a few minutes. But yeah, so what was your favorite fair ride?
So I had a love-hate relationship with the Zipper. It's a ride that so it has one foundation and it kind of slowly goes around, but then there's these little 2-man carts that flip different ways as it's going around.
Yeah, there's no way I'm getting in that.
Yeah, well, so it was great until one time it was doing its zipper thing, and it stopped, and I just hit my head.
No,
never was the same after that. So,
yeah, see, fair rides. I don't do fair rides very often because I mean, if you can set them up in 6 hours, yeah, I'm not sure I trust this stuff.
And I think it might be too the. And nothing against them, but the workers, they just look like they don't care too much at all. Maybe
your safety is not exactly their highest.
I mean, it's last, on their list.
So
they don't care.
They're not real
and that's
worried
fine.
about it.
I don't need the Baywatch crew to watch over me or anything. But if they could just care a little bit more,
just a tad. Bit. I hear you. Well, I go to the fair because of the food. The food is the best part of the fair. There's no question there. You get the hand dipped corn dogs are some of the best things that you can get. I mean, every kind of food you can think of on a stick, basically.
I know. And fried, deep fried
and on a stick. And I'm here for that.
Me too.
Because this is the South.
Exactly. We need a week of that out of the year. We have to have it.
I mean,
got to get it in somehow.
And to be honest, some of the best, cheesesteak sandwiches that you get.
Really?
I mean, they're out there they've got those 3-foot wide grills just going with nothing but chopped steak on there. And it's, covering it and smothering it with cheese and onions and peppers. And
I've seen that booth.
It is just phenomenal. And, it's not summer in the South without a fair.
I agree. No, I go by the tractor pools, and that's a lot. That's electric.
So for the first time 2 years ago, the first time I ever went to the Wilson County Fair, I'd never been one. I'm not from here. So obviously it wasn't something that I did on a regular basis as a child, but we went and watched mutton busting.
What is that?
It's where kids ride sheep. They hold on to they get in there. It's like a rodeo. So you see how long you can hold on to the sheep. And I think if you make it so many, I don't know if it's 8 seconds like in a regular rodeo, but if you hold on so long, you get a score, and then I mean, it's just like a rodeo.
I'm having a hard time not thinking that I would absolutely kill that.
Well, you're much too old and
did I age out?
Yeah, you've well aged out, but and that's what's cool about it is it's like it's 8-year-olds out there, like, and it's pretty crazy. So like they open the gate and those
like
sheep
the
just
bucking
take off
rams?
running. No,
I
they
mean-
take off running. They just run around and then the kids eventually either fall off or they don't.
Or they don't. They just
Or they don't.
ride it out.
And then the pig races. The pig
Oh, that
races
is-
are fun too.
They're so electric. I mean,
Because it's not the racing that gets you. It's the guy who's, we've got, Bacon Earnhardt coming around turn one here.
Yeah.
I mean, he's into it,
Ripping it off.
and he knows exactly what's going on. And I've never seen anything like it.
I've always had a secret desire to enter a pig into a fair and get a ribbon of some sort. That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
So let
Nice
me
feather in the
tell you
cap there.
the story that
Yes.
I saw on TikTok. An artist was entering her drawings into her local county fair for like years and years and years. And she's like a professional artist. I mean, like she's good. And
Right.
she kept losing to these like random, really bad, like horse stick drawings. Like they were
Collusion.
drawings of horses, but they weren't good.
Right.
And so, like, this goes on for years and years. And she's just like, I'm not entering anymore. I'm done with this. Like,
Wow.
they keep giving whoever's drawing these terrible horse pictures the blue ribbons. I'm done.
Mhm.
So she doesn't enter. Well, she gets a phone call from one of the fair executives, and they said, hey, just wanted to know, or wanted to let you know, there have been no entries into the art contest this year. And she said, yeah, that's probably because of the horse incident. And so she said, can you explain that a little bit? And she was like, yeah, I kept losing to these terrible stick drawings of horses. Like, and so, all of these great art pieces that were entered never won because this terrible horse drawing. And the lady goes, yeah, that was Teresa. She actually judged the contest and gave herself the blue ribbons every year. And that's why she's been fired.
So it didn't matter
She
who was
judging. She was judging the contest that she entered her stuff
my
in and was
gosh.
winning it every year.
It wouldn't matter if Bob Ross came in there and entered one.
No, all the trees would be sad. All of them.
Oh, that's terrible. What's your story? What's your
All right, I'll tell you my story. This is about 4, maybe 5 months after Sarah and I started dating. My wife Sarah.
I'm gonna take you full.
She takes me to the fair, and she asks me to take her to the fair because obviously we're still kind of dating. I'm courting her, so I'm still paying for most
Courting,
everything.
nice.
Yes, it's important to court.
Right,
Just
gentlemanly.
for you youngsters out there, it's important to court.
Don't forget to court.
And so we go to Chick-fil-A, and obviously, I mean, it's Chick-fil-A in the fair. I don't know why we went to eat before the fair, but whatever.
It's actually
Anyway,
kind of smart.
we get save a little cash anyway.
Exactly.
So we get to the fair, and we ride the ride that I was talking about, the pendulum ride. Like, I'm cool with that ride. So I was like, all right, yeah, let's do that. So we do the pendulum ride. And then after the pendulum ride, like, no big deal. We're on the back, like, which it doesn't matter if you're on the back or the front. Like, if the only time it doesn't change is if you're in the middle. Because if you're in the back the first time, you go up backwards, but you come back down forward, and vice versa.
Yeah, but you want to be on the ends, right?
I want to be on the end.
Yeah, because you get the most
Yeah, that's where it's the most fun.
thrill.
Yeah, it's where it's most fun. I like roller coasters. Love roller coasters.
Big roller coaster guy.
Heck yeah. But those didn't take 6 minutes, 6 hours to set up. Those took,
That's true. They're like, I don't think they could ever be moved.
they built them like really
They
well.
survive the apocalypse in movies and stuff.
They do. Okay, so Sarah says, I want to go on my favorite ride. And I'm like, what's that? And it's the gravity ride.
Oh.
The zero gravity. So like where They take you start this way, and then eventually you start kind of getting like this, and then eventually you're like this, and then it goes back to the
wall.
angle. Yeah, you're stuck to the wall.
Gravitron.
Sure. All right. So Gravitron, we're inside this thing, and the guy's telling us, he's like, once this thing gets going, man, we're gonna be able to do whatever you want to do. Like if you want to turn upside down, if you want to, you're going to be stuck to the wall. You don't even need a safety restraint. I was like, all right, cool. That sounds great. So we get going, and I've never been in this thing before. This is the first time I've ever been in this ride.
Did you know what it was going to do?
I did know what it was going to do.
Hearing someone say it and then experiencing it, different.
And so I am stuck to the wall. Like, okay, this is cool, but it's not as cool as it could be.
Right.
What are we going to do? So I turn upside down.
Of course.
And I ride it. I ride this thing all the way upside down. And then I get back.
Because you're cool. Because you're trying to be cool also.
I'm trying to impress the lady.
Courting. That comes with courting.
It does. You have to impress the lady.
Yeah. You wouldn't be courting if you didn't.
Well, the ride stops. And the man says, thank you guys. If you, in the event that you need a bucket, there's a bucket right here.
No.
So we stop, and I looked, and I said, Sarah, get the bucket.
Just in case.
She said, you're fine. And I said, no, get the bucket.
We're going to need that bucket.
She said, stop playing, you're fine. I said, get the blood.
That, to your credit,
everywhere.
That's the second time the bucket should have been in your possession.
Thank you. So now the joke is, if I ever say get the bucket, she knows immediately to get the bucket.
Absolutely. No. I mean, there's no hesies. Where did it go? That's like Sandlot.
Yeah. In my hands.
Oh.
Chick-fil-A.
When you try to save it.
Yeah. So much for impressing the lady.
Oh man, that's tough.
That's brutal.
One time, so Ring of Fire was a similar ride to what you had talked about earlier, where you go around, but then one time or two times you stop upside down at the top and it just kind of moves and then goes back around. One time I was doing that ride, it was already sketchy. We talked about the carnival people not really caring at all about your safety. So we're doing the thing and it's really rickety and we go to the top and we stop and, that's routine. Everybody's like, woo. And then we all kind of look at each other upside down, all hairs everywhere. Should we be here this long? This is a pretty long time that we're here, don't you think? We're all like, yeah, it is, blood rushing to our head. And then we hear down below, I guess the guy that was operating our machine talked to another guy that was operating a different machine and said, yeah, it's stuck. Communicating to him, I guess, a problem.
This is not good.
And he wasn't talking to us, because we were still wondering, hey.
It's terrible.
So this isn't part of the ride. Yeah. So we stayed there for what felt like years. It was probably minutes, but it's terrible.
The last time I went to Six Flags, Superman got stuck on the ride, and so folks were up there for a couple hours. No, not the one it's just a roller coaster, but they were stuck for a while.
Awful.
It's getting stuck on a ride is that may be the worst feeling in the history of the world.
Elevator or ride?
Oh, elevator. I would much rather be. It would be better because unless there's 100 people in there. If it's a packed elevator, maybe not. But if it's just me and elevator, because
that's money.
You're not in the elements.
That's true. That's true.
That's where I am.
And
if I fall, it's. Most elevator. I'm not going to be in the Empire State Building or anything. So it's probably
you never know, man.
Might break a leg, but that'll be about it.
Yeah, you've seen that. I know we're all over the place here, but have you seen that ceiling or roof that's see-through? I think it's in Seattle. Probably not.
Oh yeah. And you can look down.
Yes.
No, thanks.
Yeah. Are you a heights guy? Do you like heights?
It's not the heights or
it's the principle.
Yeah. Look, I'm not. No, I am not a guy who's going to get up on. No, I'm not going to get up on some heights. It's just not going to happen. And I don't have a fear. I don't have a fear of heights. I don't have a fear of falling. It's the fear of stopping abruptly at the end of the fall that gets me.
Exactly. And I don't know what it is. It's not like I choose to do it, but when I am on a really high surface looking down, I get dizzy. And so added with the fact that it is a really long fall and the whole dying thing.
The whole dying thing, that kind of gets you. Well, if you are planning to go to the Tennessee State Fair tonight, the admission is it's not $12 tonight. It's actually half price admission tonight, $1 per ride, but you have to buy a $10 sheet, and it's not available online. So you go there, get your $10 sheet, and each ride will be one ticket. Most of the time, it's 2 or 3 tickets, depending on what the ride is. The only ride that's not included is the Euro slide, and that I think is like $5. So.
What's the Euro slide? Is that like
It's the really big slide that you go down, and it's just a big slide. It's really not that great. So anyway, adult admission tonight is $6. Children 6 to 12 are $3. 5 and under are free. Typically, it would be a $12 ticket, $6 for 6 to 12-year-olds, and then 5 and under free. Or you can get a 10-day ticket. It is a season pass, gate admission only, for $45. So if you're planning on going more than a couple of times, $45 will get you in every day, and you'll be able to get and see the entertainment. You'll be able to do plenty of live music. You can go eat all of the fair food that you would like to see. Let's see, who do we have on the live music stages? Let's see here. The back porch stage. We have, it doesn't say. We've got 6 stages. The Opry stage probably has the most well-known folks, I would have to guess.
Who they got? Oh, okay, I got you.
Toby Lee Ravel and Lee Polari tonight.
LP.
Yeah. So yeah, you got a big night on the live music stages at the Tennessee State Fair. So go check them out. It is located at is it Bador? How do you say the street name?
But I don't know. There's a lot of vowels in
it. There's a double D in there, which really gets you messed up. It's 945 East Bador Parkway in Lebanon. That's what it is. So go check it out.
Another crazy thing about the fair, really quick.
5 o'clock tonight.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there. The guy that dives into the kiddie pool from like really high up, there's a diving board.
No, thank you.
And it's crazy. He's way too high up to do that.
No, no, thank you.
Yeah. If you're taking votes, no.
Opening ceremony tonight at 6, parade at 7, Fairest of the Fair pageant, Ms. Wilson County Fair pageant, the Goat Show, Super Pull, Richard Barker, hypnotist, and the Brahmin Show all tonight at the Tennessee State Fair. So go check it out. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, it's This Day in History and anything else we can pull out of our hats. So stick around on Mornings on Main Street. This is Main Street Television. We'll be back after this.
This is Eric Berner with Rockcastle Wealth Advisors. I help people in the pursuit of making their money live as long as they do. People hire me because I use a customized, individualized, and personal approach for the person I'm working with. Everyone's situation is different. If you've lost a spouse or a parent and want to make sure your inheritance is utilized and does not just disappear, I can help with that. Call me at 615-235-1058 or email eric@rockcastlewealth.com.
Hi, this is Melissa Hoisington, Regional Crisis Director from Volunteer Behavioral Health. Disasters can affect everything in your life, including your emotional health. Help is available during these uncertain times. The Tennessee Recovery Project is a free, supportive resource for adults and children who have experienced the effects of natural or human-caused disasters. Specialists are available for counseling by phone or in person. For free, confidential service, please call 833-954-2424. The hotline is open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Move forward with the help from the Tennessee Recovery Project.
Do you love bacon? I mean, do you really love bacon? Who doesn't, right? The 3rd annual Murfreesboro Bacon Fest is coming up Saturday, September 10th. Admission and parking are free. The Bacon Festival will feature live music, food, and craft vendors. And did I say bacon? You can ride a mechanical hog ride, visit the Kids Zone with free inflatables. There will also be hourly raffles with great prizes and an opportunity to purchase Bacon Festival merchandise. And did I say bacon? Yeah, there will even be a bacon eating contest. Visit the 3rd annual Murfreesboro Bacon Festival Facebook page for all the details.
When you're thinking about golf, consider Riverside Golf Links. Under new ownership, the course has improved dramatically. It's now 27 holes, complemented by a 9-hole executive course. Book a tee time now at 615-847-5074 and get ready to enjoy the beauty of golf in the Old Hickory area at Riverside Golf Links.
Welcome to the Omni Nashville Hotel. Urban elegance with a vintage touch. Our 800-room hotel opened up in the fall of 2013 with 746 guest rooms and 54 suites.
For Dustin Timmons and Joey Donnelly, they welcome every opportunity to serve and satisfy their clients. Whether you are looking to build your dream home or renovate your current home, their team will ensure that every client and remodel is unique, luxurious, completed on time, and within budget. Contact them today to set an appointment for a free consultation or to view some of their completed projects by logging on to DonnellyTimmons.com.
Yeah, band, huh?
There you go. What a that one got me. I'm not gonna lie. I was not prepared for. Last time you almost put me to sleep. This time you certainly woke me up.
There you go. Hey, that's what we do. You know, we toss a little of this, a little of that into the cup or the bowl and eat it up. You know.
See what happens. It's like potpourri cereal.
You know, which is really the best kind.
I mean, I love my Cocoa Puffs with my Fruit Loops. Okay, maybe not. It's probably not bad.
What?
Chocolate cereal and fruity cereal. I mean, chocolate covered fruit is usually pretty good.
No, I know. If only
you
it wasn't
probably
illegal.
make that work.
Yeah.
As long as it wasn't illegal.
If it wasn't against the law.
It probably should be if it's not. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Run that up. Any command there.
Justin, today is National Fajita Day.
Is it really?
It is National Fajita
awesome.
Day. And National Ice Cream Pie Day. Because I love ice cream and I love pie, but I've never had ice cream pie.
What is an ice cream pie? I've had
I
ice cream
assume
cake.
it's like ice cream cake, but it's in pie form. I don't know. That's the real question here. I don't know what ice cream pie is. Could not tell you.
You know, I didn't know McDonald's actually gave out pies, or not gave them out, but sold apple pies. I thought it was a joke up until like 2 years ago.
Seriously?
Yeah, no kidding. I really did.
That's something right there. I've not,
isn't it?
I mean, well, I don't know. I mean, I've always gotten their apple pies, so I guess I just always knew. Because they were like $2 for $1. Like when I was in college, they were $2 for $1.
Right. I'd be like, oh,
and when I was in college, you were like $3. So there's a big difference.
I know. I'm trying out for JV tomorrow.
I mean, so $2 for $1. Heck, whatever you could get for $1 in college that's what you ate.
Absolutely. No. I mean, ramen.
It's also National Mail Order Catalog Day.
What does that mean? Oh, like
so you know, like like
all the mail
like,
order stuff.
like the catalogs you used to get in the mail, like, and then you'd fill out a form and send it in, and then you would put a check in there, and they would send you your. It was Amazon before Amazon.
No, I know. I actually sold those in grade school, I think. Subscriptions.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah,
For the school, not like on a side
right.
gig.
No, I know what you mean. Yeah. So yeah, you would sell like a year of Sports Illustrated for like
Yeah.
$30 or something. Yeah, I
Which
remember that.
seems like kind of a
It was a good deal.
for that. I mean, for that era of my life, I feel like I was kind of too young to do that. You know, sell magazines. What is that? Give me a candy bar. I get the candy bar thing.
You know, and I those
Or
things
sell
annoy me
bonds.
too because one, I love those candy bars, but like
Why can't they be name brand?
the kids that sell them are super pushy. They
Oh,
are
I
the
know. They're like,
pushiest
why have you
kids.
not bought all of these?
It's yeah, like I mean, hey, help me send my team to nationals, and I'm like,
Okay, I'll take a candy bar.
that's cool. Like,
One.
and then it's a $3 candy bar, and you're like, this isn't even. This
And they
is
don't
not a
care. They
$3
don't
candy
appreciate
bar.
it. Yeah.
No, I mean, look, I don't mind.
Well, I mean, they
giving the
do. They
kids-
do. I'm sure.
I don't mind giving the kids money. Like that's not a problem. But
Right.
like, if I'm going to get a product in return, I would like for the product to at least feel like it's worth it.
Exactly. Is that too much to ask?
Listen, Girl Scout cookies are undervalued,
They really are, and they work hard.
and those girls work. They work tirelessly.
They
So
do.
look, take a note from the Girl Scouts. Give me a product worth buying, and I have no problem paying a premium for it.
Exactly. I mean, whoever besides Girl Scouts, just get it done.
When were you in Cub Scouts or Boy Scouts or anything like that?
I wasn't. See, I wanted to be. I feel like
I'm glad you
I
weren't. Be glad you weren't. It's not. I'm not an outdoorsy person. I was in it for like 2 years. I sold popcorn.
it would be cool to know how to tie knots in different ways, though. That would be cool. Just in case.
YouTube exists though. So
It
like,
does,
so
but I
now
don't-
like if I wanted to tie a knot, if I need to tie a knot, I've got a computer in my pocket. I can pull it up on YouTube. I can figure it out, and then I'm done.
But they know the knots that the pedestrians don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like the Windsor 5000 knot. You got a badge for it.
Yeah, I had plenty. I can still recite the Cub Scout pledge and
Please do it.
promise.
Please.
Yeah. I promise to do my best to do my duty to God in this country, to help other people and obey the law of the pack.
Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts.
That was the Cub Scout. Yeah.
That's great. That's a good
promise.
memory.
I don't know
It's like
why I
you throw
remember that.
I look back and you have the sash on. Like I just
It's just got my
I
little
don't know, it's just
my little
something.
badges across the sash. Yeah, it's anyway. It's been a good day. It
Yeah,
is
great
also
job.
National Pinot Noir Day, in case you're a
Ooh.
wine drinker.
Pinkies up. I'm not.
So,
I
I'm
went to
not either.
Napa. Went to Napa one time. Killed me.
I went
Because,
to I went to Napa too, but what I got to drink was very oily.
Yeah. Ooh, that sounds gross.
Of course, they called it auto parts, not California.
Right.
Anyway, it's been a terrible show, but we appreciate you guys sticking out with us. We powered through. Unfortunately,
did.
we were unable
I didn't even get to my medals.
we were unable to get to Randall Clemens of the Wilson County Fair, but we appreciate you guys for hanging out with us. Those are all yes.
What's that
great.
say? Justin
I-
Playmaker Kulik? Is that what that says?
So cool.
Just a
Cooler than the
nickname.
other side of the pillow. Justin, we are out of time. We got to get out of here. This is Mornings on Main Street. Y'all have a great day.
See y'all.